is to respond to. André Vieira and Sebastián Soto, TeleSUR, Brazil. Let's look at the following figures that show us the consequences of obstetric violence.
Of obstetric violence. According to the Global Health Organization, 830 women die daily for complications related to the motherhood or childbirth. 90% of these figures, more than half in sub-Saharan Africa and almost a third into the South Asia. The highest maternal mortality rate is the adults under the age of 16. The main cause of 70% of the maternal deaths are severe hemorrhages, infection, gestational importation, complications in childbirth, unsafe abortions.
In our language segment, we will know the meaning of obstetric violence.
To the Article 15 of the Organic Law in the Right of Women to a Life Free from Violence, approved in Venezuela during the government of Hugo Chavez Rafael Frias, obstetric violence referred to the appropriation of women's bodies and reproductive processes by health personnel, which is expressed in dehumanization, treatment, in abuse of medication, and pathologization of natural processes, bringing them love of autonomy and ability to decide freely on their bodies and sexuality, negatively impact in the quality of life of women. The midwifery moral attention and beer is an ancestral tradition that includes the accompaniment of women and family when it comes to bringing a being into the world. And a field that encompasses a series of knowledge generated based down from generation to generation and led mostly by women. The midwifery is not only the one who receives a baby, the midwifery is very attention to the family, that is the others, the humanization of the child bear that affected that part the midwifery gift than a woman when she is at the moment she needs her. The midwifery act is a part of the knowledge that communities preserve and try to reserve in the face of the medication of life, which impose surgical intervention often unnecessary to a physiological process such as childbirth. This is part of this knowledge. As I said, the doctor don't know what it's like to tease. They don't know what that is. The midwifery develop an emotional bond with the pregnant women, developing a work loaded with a lot of observation, intuition, and empathy. I'm going to give her a little tease because this her pregnancy. So I'm going to shake her in right now, no more than 4 months. Doesn't in her hair. Don't you have dizziness or vomiting? Don't you have hair up, boss? Everything's fine. Here I feel the heat. You already feel. I feel the feet, the back. It is 4 months here on the little hand. I can feel it. This to let it go of the placenta because you say that is brought the advice we gave here that leave heavy things and you can count your treatment here on the mix wizard house. Just in case we give you some tea, we always have tea for the patient. So the deeply spiritual nature, the midwifery have been associated with practices such as witchcraft or underestimating its medical rigor, because their learning doesn't go through the approval of the academic, but by oral transmission of the knowledge and either from some, be the midwifery is a mission that was strong to them from an early age. Since I was a child, I dreamed how to attend delivery, how to give the wheat, and my dream is what feel that I find the week. However, at this time when health systems are collapsed due to the global health crisis, due to the coronavirus, clinics and hospitals have become places of risk to contagions. So in countries such as Argentina, Mexico, and Spain, there has been an increase in home births and midwifery care centers. Has been places of contagion, places of infections. So it's logical to say now that these healthy women can actually be out of the hospital to give birth, because childbirth itself from the vast majority of women is not pathological process. So women were the left risk of contagions of anything have is their homes or a house of means ship. Vaginal delivery without medical induction is again an option due to the circumstance, but how to deconstruct this trust or natural childbirth and the naturalization of the mandatory medical intervention. In order to avoid losing this knowledge in this first instance, we count on future generations to have girls, children, young people, family, and community. This is a knowledge passed down from generation to generation. Faced with the mechanization and commodification of life, ancestral knowledge such as means wizard resist remain out from the capacity of our bodies and the handled qualities of nature.
Doulas are women who accompany other women in their prepartum, delivery, and postpartum process and provide the psycho-emotional support they need in this process. Today in battles